God bless you.
I hope I can be of...
Captain Bernard sent me.
What? I've not...
They raided your farm, didn't they?
No. I heard that...
Something's not right.
The captain must have made it.
I suppose.
Farewell.
Captain Bernard sent me.
Well, they came, took everything they could, and rode off again.
We're trying to catch up with that gang, so I need...
What do you want to...
How many of them?
2 or 3. I'm not sure.
Which way did they go?
I don't know. I wasn't watching. My husband made me hide indoors.
So your husband was outside?
Yes. He tried to...
What did they tell?
Not much. We haven't a pot to piss in.
So you're telling me they came here? You told them there was nothing...
More or less.
But just a while ago, you... So were you inside or outside? Did you...
Well, like I say...
Look here, I'm not sure what happened.
No! It's just... It all happens...
I'm the one who's bewildered. Let me make one thing clear. If we don't catch him, there'll be hell to pay. So you better speak.
Lord Jesus.
So?
First, promise me you'll get...
That's exactly what I'm here for.
They came a few days ago, took a pig, and as I noticed one of them had an injured leg.
Why would you help those...
They didn't behave violently towards us. And
Go on.
they rode off, and I prayed we'd seen the last of them. One of them had been wounded, and they wanted me to take a look at him. They gave me some coin and took me to their...
So you know where they're camped?
I won't go to their camp, no.
That'll do me.
Take care.
Answer to my prayer. Just when I wanted to vent my rage on someone, you're dead. Tuan! Get over here! Raise the alarm! Watch out! Hey, all of you! Get up here! Raise the alarm! Tuan! Get over here! Destroy this! Can't hide from me. Yeah. Here somewhere. You call that combat? Bring it on! You fucked up there. Come here, Lily Liver. God! Henry's come to see us.
Hey!
My God, what happened?
I found that in
Ah,
Not really.
how many men did you...
Not more than 5.
Only 5? You must have lost a few men in the skirmish with Molota.
Sounds good to me.
Don't get too cocky. Skirmishes in the woods can get... Anyway, I'll round up the men and you can lead us to this camp.
Of course.
Wolflin of Camberg, for your crimes against Sir Molota of Oleshna and Sir Hanush of Lipa, you have been declared a reprobate and an outlaw. Will you willingly lay down your arms and accept your just punishment at the hands of Sir Hanush? Or do you intend to offer resistance?
That's a difficult choice, cousin. What do you say, man?
I to take it you intend to resist?
I didn't want to, but these men here talked me into it.
We're wasting our time, Captain. This brute here hasn't the honor of a common footpad. These murdering swine slayed Vitus and Cyril. I think it's time they paid for it. What do you say, man?
Damn right!
At those bastards! Charge!
Come on,
Happens to the man who brings me Wolfman's head.
The hell with all that combat? What the hell are you doing?
We whipped those mangy dogs! We whipped those mangy dogs!
We whipped those mangy dogs.
Praise be to the Lord Jesus Christ.
To the
who
Lord.
protects
Long
us.
live Captain
We whipped
Bernard. We whipped those mangy dogs.
He fought like a lion!
God save you, Henry.
Jesus, look where you're going.
Victory is ours.
Praise the Lord. My men are no easy pick.
What now?
Break camp and head back to the castle. You ought to go on ahead and report.
Yes, Captain.
Take care.
How are you, Henry?
You! What the...
the hell?
Hey, where's your torch? You can't walk around here in the dark without a light.
Good!
God be with you, lad. What can I do?
Sir, I met the parish priest of Ujet.
I should say so. Have you ever seen him at... Rumor has it, when he finished his studies at the university where his father sent him, they say he made a living as a mercenary. And then he suddenly came back and said, but he's a fair man and I'm fond of him.
Henry! Just...
What's the problem?
The Archbishop's vicar has come to Ujet. I don't know why exactly.
What should I...
Firstly, find out why he's real.
I understand.
The best thing for me and all concerned would be for him to
And how can I, encourage...
No, of course not. But if you can make him believe there's nothing to find here, he'll be off in no time.
I understand. And my task is...
Indeed.
Very well.
Good luck, lad. And be careful. Clergymen...
I'll be careful.
May the Lord watch over you.
Greetings!
I have news from the...
Speak.
Unfortunately, we couldn't avoid a scuff.
Where's Hans? I hope...
There's no need to worry, my lord. Laura Capon is busy celebrating.
So you succeeded?
Wolfen is dead, and his men routed.
By God, that's I must say, Henry, after all that's happened...
So am I.
And I think you deserve to...
Thank you, sir.
God be with you.
Hey!
I'm at your...
Good luck to you. God's sake! Good luck, then.
Yeah!
Vegetables, fruits, apples, cucumbers, onions, come together.
Good health to you.
Farewell.
garlic, carrots, beetroot, onions, all that grows in the ground. Fresh. Come right on.
I'm at your service.
I've got a few questions for you, Bailey.
And what business is it of yours?
No one complained, though I'd be interested to know why you think they might. It was Lord Radzig who sent me.
Begging your pardon, but what the devil does Sir Radzig care about it? And
You have an inn and the horse trails...
Aye, it's true.
Has there been anything like that?
No. It's been quiet. I don't recall coming across anyone here.
Nobody looking for soldiering work, maybe as a merc?
There's always one or two like that. But if they don't...
I heard some recruit...
Do you think the people here...
And what does this lady...
Lederman is our local...
They go there to fight, and that does...
Why would it bother me?
Sir Sebastian?
Sebastian?
Why should he care about...
Quite true.
Thank you, Bailiff.
Bye.
I am at your...
Have you noticed...
And what's your idea?
Have you heard of an...
Mercenaries, you...
Yes.
There were some fellows conspiring here in the corner twice a week, and others coming and going. They did...
And what happened to them?
I don't know, they just stopped coming. And I haven't seen...
You haven't heard anything about where...
How could I have?
Where do you think they might be meeting now?
How should I know?
Is there any way
Unquenchable thirst? They drank like fish. They were rough looking too.
That's not much help.
They drank and they played dice.
So they were fond of...
Anywhere there's dice and usually drink. That's all you need for a game. Although it dawns on me now, never saw Simon with those men, oddly enough. He's got a nose for drunken dice.
Simon who?
Why, the young miller. He runs Catzick Mill. Neighbour...
Thank you for the help.
Not at all. Goodbye.
Well,
Tanner.
it's better now. I must have eaten...
No, I mean you've complained about some ruffians raising hell.
Aye, true enough. That lot's been a thorn in my side.
If you want, I'll take care of them.
Well, you look like you could move mountains, but there are...
Perhaps we'll be able to settle...
Maybe. They might...
Perhaps I can reason with them.
Well, break a leg, lad.
Yeah. I'm looking for work, and I've heard someone around here want...
I've heard they might be looking for a new knacker.
Thanks, but no thanks. Word has...
Well, you've heard more than I...
What are you doing here?
Nothing special. Just a little evening wrestling. It's good for your back, and
If I wanted to join...
It's pretty simple. First you have to beat Wheat. He's that not too dangerous looking fella there. But some nights, he gets a good rest and he's got God on his side. Then you can try one of those three.
So the last match is...
That's right. Sure.
I'm honored that a night...
I heard that some...
No, but I'm always the last to hear of it.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Goodbye.
Ah! 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 Oh!
What's that?
I hope I can be...
I heard some...
Maybe. I'll work in the quarry.
That's not what... Let's fight.
You look pretty...
We'll see.
Yeah.
Christ! A thief! People! A thief! Help!
You!
Arrest that thief!
I heard that...
Willing to do any...
That's not what I meant, but all right. Let's fight.
That wasn't bad.
Yeah! You're done for.
The tanner sent me. He says you've been...
Ha! So all his whining finally... Let me tell you something first, Whelp. I'm the bailiff's man, and we're not doing anything wrong here.
He told me different.
Ha! Of course he did. Otherwise, no one would help him. Go.
I'll take you at your word.
The way I see it, you've got two choices.
What do you mean, get...
Well, you may think you're pretty...
If I...
But...
I want to...
What did I tell...
I want to fight you.
What did I tell you? First beat Wheat, and those... Bye-bye. You there! Stop! Surrender! You'll see this
Damn it.
You paid and hand.
I'm on it. What is it?
Let's fight.
Again? I'm still sore all over.
Fine.
I want to fight.
What did I tell you? Bye-bye.
Let's fight.
What? Bye.
Beat it!
I've heard that...
If I knew you better, I might...
Let's fight!
That wasn't bad.
Hey,
I want to...
you put on quite a show. Goodbye.
Yeah. We remember. Wait a minute. Was that the time you dropped on him and then sat on him?
No, it was before that.
He's talking about that scrapper from Latte.
I didn't sit on any. How many fucking times do I have to tell you?
You landed on his face with your arm so hard the ground shook.
You're an ass. You'd better hope I don't shake you.
All I'm saying really happened then.
I knocked him down, and he pulled me down on top of him. I slammed him with my hip.
That was pretty good.
You were really good. I've got to hand it to you. Most lads...
What's that?
There are people here looking for really tough men, and I'd say you fit the bill. So when you walk through town this evening, if there's a light in the church, go in.
Thanks. Look here, lads. I hope I won't...
All right. We'll go. But if you want to... Yeah?
Thy will be done on earth as it is in
Amen.
heaven. What?
So, you've been looking for us, eh? What is it you want?
I hear you're hiring men who don't mind getting their hands dirty.
Is that so?
Taverns and the like? People...
Well, that's a pretty tale. But no one in any tavern told you to...
The bailiff's man told me about you. The one...
Did he now? Well, I hope you trounced him.
If you want, I can give him a proper hiding, just to show you I'm serious.
Spare me the boasting. I've got a test ready for you.
What test?
Nothing complicated. We used to take anyone who looked like they could keep their head on straight. But not now.
Which is what?
No, not theft. If you want to...
Who's Pyatt?
That's none of your business. But I'll tell you...
How? Did he...
Yeah, that was part of it. Stole some money, ran away. A few boys died over.
I have to find...
You don't...
Then why haven't you killed him yourself?
It's quite a test.
With the stable boys? It's not hard to get into the...
No, not there. I would have been dead long since.
But only monks can get in there.
Just monks and pious. He's an educated.
How would I reckon?
He won't have been there long.
But what if there are others? What does he look...
Normal? He always went about well dressed.
Yes, except he'll be given a robe and they'll take his knife.
Then you'll have to try and figure out which one of the novices it is, and get him to betray himself.
Get him drunk?
We're better. There's more wine there than in the royal cellars.
And how am I...
You'll think of something.
And do you have any...
Well, and if he...
Murder? Yes, it does.
Well...
And you... So how many... And what happened? Fine.
More or less. And now...
The main thing is to kill him, isn't it?
Of course. But that's not all. All hell's gonna break loose in the monastery after the murder. So, either make sure no...
What else? Should I...
No. Before you run for it, take his special dice and bring it as proof that you killed him. And if you can get him to tell you where he hid the coin, bring
his dice and the money if I find it.
From the monastery, head east across...
Right, I'm to slip into the best guarded place in the...
Yeah.
Well, you can at least say a few Hail Mary.
And remember... Goodbye.
I can't go any further. The current could sweep me to my death. That's right.
You call that come?
A meal to go with the ale, please.
My pleasure.
I'm at your...
I'm hungry.
You wouldn't be caught.
No. Help.
Sure. What are you
Here
bothering
are.
me for if you don't want
Good
anything?
help.
What do you...
You wouldn't be Carl.
No. Sure.
Here, just as you ordered.
I hope I can be a...
You wouldn't be.
No. Goodbye.
Here's to a good harvest.
What?
That's right.
Hey!
Certainly, I'll fetch it right away.
Ale as usual.
Well? Do you take me for a fool?
I'm honored that a knight such as you
Are you Carl?
I am.
I've heard that you're bound for the monastery. My name is Henry.
Pleased to meet you.
What if I am?
I would give you your weight in gold, if I had any. But Manfred there, if you help me get rid...
He's been listening to us the...
So what? Listen, friend, let's raise a glass. Manfred here's asleep. Please, get... Goodbye.
You're Manfred?
Indeed I am.
You must have a might...
There's no...
So let's drink together.
I can see you're a reliable lad. Sure. That's it. I don't believe it.
Bring me something to eat.
I've had enough.
You said you wouldn't drink today.
Silence! I'm going to sleep. Here's a few coins. Have fun. Tomorrow, we're going to the monastery. Is that clear?
Couldn't you give me more? This isn't even enough for a toothless whore.
It's enough for beer. Good night.
Manfred's taken care of.
Thank God. He won't let me out of his sight for a second, and he's itching to get me in the...
Why are you being sent to the monastery?
Like every lusty young lad, I'm fond of fair...
But they don't send you to the monastery.
They do, when it's the daughter of the Lord of your feet.
Shit.
Shit is putting it mildly. Either pay him 1,000 groschen in compensation, along with my balls on a silver...
Why does your guy...
So I don't run away.
Well, he's not watching you now.
What good is that to me when he has all the money? And he...
Why don't you just...
Bare-arsed? What the hell would I do?
But there are poor people everywhere and they get by.
If I have to choose between hunger and poverty on one...
What if I end...
What? Voluntarily? You can only enter the monastery if you know how to read and write, and if you have a special writ from the abbot. That's a letter confirming they know who you are.
So you give me your writ?
Manfred has the writ.
So I'll steal it and then you can disappear.
Disappear? Bare-arsed? What the...
But there are poor...
If I...
That's all then.
Bye.
Look where you're going.
I've got what you need.
Excellent. Give me the purse.
Ale for me.
Here you are.
Good luck, no matter what you plan on doing with those monks.
And what are you going to do?
Get my things together and... Bye-bye.
Be a bit more careful.
I'm Carl.
We expected you sooner. Weren't you supposed to come here with your guardian? It's been so hectic lately.
He gave me the papers and left me at the gate. You must be used to that, though. I'm not the first.
But that wasn't very considerate of him. It's been so hectic here lately. Novices arrive.
You took him without the letter? You didn't find that...
My guess is he wanted to hide from someone. But you're a different case, though. Are you able...
Naturally. I wouldn't be here otherwise.
So then, are you ready to enter the Order of St...
I am.
Then you must rid yourself of all your worldly possessions. Sell them or give them to the poor and needy or donate them to the monk. Inside the gatehouse is a trunk in which you will find monks. Put away all your possessions and dress yourself in the habit. Then you may rest a while. Farewell.
Good day, Henry.
Damn!
Greetings.
So,
What have you
I tracked down a gang of robbers who recruited killers for...
That's excellent news.
So far, not much.
You have to kill a criminal to prove yourself to them.
That's not the worst of it.
Could...
It seems...
A bit of meditation. If it's really the only way to get to him, then you'll have to do it.
What should I do with Pius once I...
Don't kill him. Bring him to the bailiff in Rattay. He'll interrogate the man.
It doesn't sound like an easy task, sir. Getting into the cloisters, finding...
Far from it, lad. But take care.
Strange feeling being without all of that.
Everything's prepared. It's time for you to take your vows.
Do I really have to wear this?
You'd better get used to it. You'll be wearing it for the rest of your life.
Brothers in Christ, we have gathered here today to welcome a new novice into our midst. Dear brother, forget your former life and embrace your new vocation in the community of the monks of St. Benedict. Opus Dei, obedientia, obprobria, the service of God, obedience, and endurance of all discomfort. These are the cornerstones and succor of our order, which on this day shall become your own. Suscipe me, Domine, secundum eloquium tuum, et vivam. Et non confundas me ab expectatione mea.
Suscipe me, Domine, secundum. In loquium tuum vivam, et non confundas me ab expectatione me.
Accept your new name, Brother Gregor, and wear it with honor. Welcome, brother.
I am Antonius, a novice like you.
Thanks for help.
You don't.
Being here in the morning.
Well,
would you tell?
I'm a novice and I'm here because I'd make a poor
Is it all right?
I thought that since... Here's a letter from the prior with the daily schedule.
Thanks for everything.
Are you sure?
I'll work it.
Suit yourself. If you think you don't need any... Praise be to...
Will you tell me something?
There's not much to... It's peaceful here.
So you chose...
It may seem strange.
It occurred to me...
Lockpicks?
I'd like to ask... Who's in...
Truthfully?
I see. Are there...
Yes.
Tell me something... Tell me something about...
Work, prayer, work.
What are the...
Someone takes care of... But it's the same. They can be...
Who would you...
Why should I even think of...
It's a mystery, but one that'll be...
My name's Gregor.
You can call me Siskin. Are you here or you're...
Did you say Purgatory?
You'll see soon enough.
Will you tell me...
Look, nothing against you, but I prefer not...
Are you hiding something?
I'm hiding a lousy past that I'd rather... I hate to think of all I lost when they stuck me in... And also because I really hate the question... I was rich and I had everything. But then my father began to feel his time approaching, so he decided to send a son to the monastery. I've no head for managing the estate, and they said I'd squander it. Can you...
They must have realized you robbed them.
I donated some of the silver to the monastery when I came in, just to piss them off. I can just see my brothers, my siblings, arguing with the abbot to give it back.
And you stashed away the remainder?
Indeed so.
But you didn't have to come here if you didn't want to.
No, not if I didn't mind being left to beg alms by the city gate. I had one choice, the monastery or nothing. If it had come to that after my father's death, so be it. But to get rid of me while he's still alive...
What's your plan with this treasure?
To get out of here as soon as I can. I'll wait another year or two until my hot-headed brothers cool off a bit, and then I'll take the silver and run off somewhere, far, far away from here. Someone really reeked at Battens.
You're right.
That's all I want.
Please, keep it to yourself.
And it's not the first time.
It's a mystery, but one that'll be soon solved. It's a wonder the prior doesn't check everyone's breath in the morning.
Who would you elect, Abbot, if you could?
Most likely Nevlas. He's a fine fellow and he seems honest. But, truth be told, it doesn't matter much to me. A monastery will still be a monastery, no matter who's in charge. If you really want to talk more about it, ask Antonius. He seems to have taken an interest.
How is it that you don't get any penance for missing morning prayers?
I've paid off the circators to turn a blind eye. And the other monks don't notice as long as you show your face there from time to time. No one's too awake at that time of the morning.
I'd be interested to hear what you think about the other novices. Tell me about Antonius.
Oh, if there was a monk I'd recommend as a friend, with of course the exception of myself, it would be Antonius. He has a calm soul, he's easy to talk to, and you can always rely on him.
That's all. Thanks.
God be with you.
Peace be with you, brother.
Slow down, brother.
What would you like? I'm no priest, but tell me what...
I'm here in the monastery, look...
You don't say.
Someone whose job...
Punishment?
I don't know yet. Perhaps you could help me find him?
The missing thief? If I knew it...
I know.
3? No one knows anything about Luca. Actually, the more I think about it...
Maybe you're right.
Don't fret, my friend.
I'd be interested to hear what you think about the other novices. What can you tell me about Siskin?
That there's no man alive less suitable for the monastic life than him.
You don't know young Lord Capon.
I've heard things. Siskin must have been like him. Fight.
That's all. That's all.
In a rush
Praise
to pray.
be to our Lord Jesus.
Brother, where were you during Mass? Don't tell me you did.
I was feeling...
Brother, save your...
Pay more attention. Slow down, brother.
Why such haste?
This is the virtue of those who hold nothing dearer to them than Christ, who, because of the holy service they have professed, and the fear of hell, and the glory of life everlasting, as soon as anything has been ordered by the superior, receive it as a divine command, and cannot suffer any delay in executing it. But this very obedience will be acceptable to God and pleasing to men only if what is commanded is done without hesitation. Delay, lukewarmness, grumbling, or objection. For the obedience given to superiors is given to God. For if
You've got a strong constitution.
What?
Let me tell you a little. Once upon a time, but he wasn't true. The boy, he didn't expect...
I think I understand.
You know, I was... What I saw at night...
So the evildoer changed...
Both of us can leave this place.
You're right.
They won't if we're clever about... Before we make... There we'll split up.
Good. Let's do it.
Good.
What do I need to...
How else will we get out?
Do you mean...
What?
And where am...
You'll find a parchment in the...
All right, that's...
Excellent. And Gregor?
That would sound more sincere.
That's why I'm thanking you. For being...
In a rush to pray?
cut out those faults by the roots as soon as they begin to appear. Remembering the fate of Heli, the priest of Silo, the well-disposed and those of good understanding.
What do you desire, Brother Gregor?
I'm Gregor.
I know.
That means you get to...
No, not at all.
I'm here to work.
Excellent. I've concoct two. Once you finish them, you'll find me somewhere nearby. Don't...
It's a mystery, but one that'll be soon solved. It's a wonder the prior doesn't check everyone's breath. Then he'd soon get his
There's no hurry.
What troubles you?
I finished my...
Show me what you've... Spectacular, Greg. Praise be to...
Is there anything I...
You know, there is. Perhaps you've heard that. I'm interested in medicine, and I know there's a cure for the abbot's ailment. With your help, I could find out the details, and together you and I could give all...
You can count on my help.
In order to get the recipe for this medicament, a few rules will need to be broken. Now, you know, most of the brothers believe every illness is a message from... I, however, think if God sent us not just illnesses, but also the medicine to cure them, then it's our... The cure for Abbot Peter's illness could be contained in one of the books in our library, but it will certainly be amongst the Libri Prohibiti.
Why are they forbidden?
Because they contain occult and demonic practice. It's nonsense, of course. This is nothing but a book. Ibn Sina.
I'm ready.
One more important thing. There's always someone in the library during the day. To Pap, they say Brother Salarius understands locks. But don't tell him why you need it. Once you have the book, bring it to me. We'll soon have the election of the abbot over and...
I'd like to... Is there any way I could help you get elective?
What would you like to do? Climb up the tower and shout?
Not exactly.
John isn't my opponent, he's my brother. Just like you and everyone else here. We're all brothers in Christ. But there is something you could help me with. You must know there's a great...
Should I find out for you what's going on?
Let me make this clear. I want to base my candidacy on putting things in order. But if...
Very good then. I'll find...
Thank you, brother. God be with you. Why such haste?
Slow down, brother.
Talk to me.
I found...
I've no idea. I'm looking for some... And what...
I'm looking for
lock picks.
I'd like to practice.
Well, why? So you heard? I'll trade.
Why such haste?
What do you desire?
Brother...
I see, so...
Well, yes. I need to get...
It won't be easy, I can tell you that straight off. The prior...
How could I get...
With great difficulty.
There's something else.
Brother.
I'm looking for some...
And what...
I'm looking for...
Lock?
I'd like to...
Well, so you heard... I'll trade...
Can we do something about...
Well, we...
Since it's you...
Come now. Aye. For that amount?
Ah, Gregor.
I've heard there is some forbidden...
That's correct. There...
I don't need to... I found this piece...
It appears to be...
Ovid? What is that?
Not what, but who. Oh, now I believe I can guess what happened. Brother Eustace, may the earth... If he'd had his way, all such books would have been burned. Ovid's The Art of Love must have...
Oh.
Absolutely. Eustace's wits weren't... I imagine he hid them throughout the monastery. It might take you a while to find them all, but when you do, you...
Good.
Thank you, brother. It's of no great...
The forbidden books must be in that cabinet.
Aren't you meant to be in the monastery, lad? Aren't you meant to be in the monastery, lad?
Ah, this looks like the Saracen language. Ibn al-Hassan. That's who I'm looking for. Avicen.
Ah, great.
Here's the book you wanted.
Amazing. This really is it. Now I can use it to prepare a cure for our suffering abbot. There'll be no investigation. It would be against his best interests, as he'll look like a... Is there anything I can do for you in return?
Oh, just forget about it.
Get away from my cabinet. The books stored in there aren't for your eyes to see.
God be with you.
This looks like the dregs after a night's drinking. Who could be coming here?
What are you doing here?
Damn!
Come on, Scott.
What do you do?
I'm here to work.
Good. Here's the ori-
You call that a copy? You've completely ruined the parchment with your screw.
Greetings, brother.
Greetings.
Trouble?
You're young.
Can you tell?
I would if there was.
Why did you join the mob?
Because it was better. You know what?
I've read the abbot.
You broke into the abbot's quarters?
I wasn't interested in.
I'm not going to tell you any.
Just try it.
No.
I'd like to add. Well, that's all. I'm Gregor, a novel.
I know.
And you are?
Lucas, also.
I've heard.
What?
I read it in the
What?
I was looking for some.
No matter what? Yes.
You're.
I'm glad you. My guilt.
Will you tell? I mean, where you're from? What?
I'm an.
Come on.
What has been?
What would you like?
I'm still curious about the.
It's no big, terrible secret. Really, it isn't. I just go and read during services. There's no time otherwise. I mean, at other times,
What kind of?
I found it here in the library. It was on a shelf where it should never have been. It's the Necronomicon. Ghosts, demons, and invocations of powers beyond our world. Who knows what it means? I tried to count the syllables, read the words backwards, but nothing.
Oh, I'm not too sure what the prior or the cicada would say about a book like that. Actually, what anyone would say.
Ah, prejudice. But you're right. It is prohibited.
If it was...
That's a rather limited view of the world. Some write about the saints. Others, just please don't tell anyone.
Sorvus.
Actually, I don't care.
What do you desire?
What am I saying, creeping? He was stomping about like a bear.
That must have been Brother Cicada. He can't sleep. Prays long into the night.
What do we have here? A nice sharp dagger. Now what would a monk need that for?
Stop, Gregor! Brother, what are you doing here?
I had other affairs that needed to be attended to immediately.
Really? I'll pretend.
I'm Gregor and I'm new here.
I know. I saw you in the church.
What does that mean?
I make sure.
And when it's not?
Then we're all...
Forbidden books, written by the devil himself. Forget about them. What do you want, brother? You shouldn't be here.
What was that noise?
Salve. Be well.
Ah, Gregor.
I have all the pages.
Oh, brother, you can't even imagine how happy you've made me. I'll lend you the key to the cabinet containing forbidden books. And you can look at that cabinet's strictly off limits to novices. But you've earned my trust. I'm sure you'll recognize that.
Thank you, brother. Is there anything
I'm glad you asked. There's one thing, a silly thing really. But not long ago, a brother brought me a crumpled piece of parchment. He says he found it rolled up in a hole in the wall. The thing is...
Ovid? What is that?
Not what, but who? Now I believe I can guess what happened. Brother Eustace, may the earth rest lightly on him, was quite narrow-minded when it came to classical literature. If he'd had his way, all such books would have been burned. Ovid's The Art of Love must have been such a thorn in his side.
Can you tell me something about...
The Art of Love is a sort of manual instructing young people how to find and maintain love. It's a lovely work. I don't understand what bothered Eustace so much about it, but...
Is it possible?
Only the abbot and the prior.
And can I see them?
No. The abbot writes and keeps his records in his chambers.
I'd like to ask... Who's in charge?
Abbot Peter is the...
And what happens...
Then...
Tell me some...
Prayer, work...
Can you tell me...
Ha! The fun...
Do you never want to know...
And what...
I'm interested... Heretics, you...
They wanted to...
What are the...
Well, as an...
What can you tell...
What?
I meant something specific.
But you know them yourself. Antonius is...
Can you...
Where would you go?
What would you like?
I'd like to ask... Are there ever... Tell me some...
The old abbot.
Tell me about...
John is a Circator and the oldest brother here. It would be only natural if he took the crosier from Peter. He has experience, merit, and composure. He'd lead the monastery wisely.
I'd like to know about...
Nevlas manages the monastery's property. He doesn't have the most experience, but his although perhaps he's too...
Why does it matter?
Because the future direction of the monastery hangs in the older...
I thought
You're right. But we know nothing.
Are there ever...
Unfortunately.
I understand. Who would you...
Brother John, obviously. And no one's interested.
Brother, you were somewhere you shouldn't have been.
Very well.
Now, show me what you have on.
Salve Domine. Watch your step, brother.
Brother.
Novices have no business here.
You shouldn't be here.
What troubles you?
I found a dagger.
And why shouldn't you have? I did hide it there.
Only when...
And was it necessary? Are you...
Slow down, brother.
Thank you. So now you know...
Slow down, brother.
I have every...
attention,
Excellent.
brother.
Straight after Vespers, we'll meet in the dormitory. We'll have to get it all done before the monks have finished dinner.
What exactly is your plan? And why can't we...
We're going to prepare a little riddle they'll never solve. And why at mealtime?
Because we need the dormitory as well as the church to be empty. Then at night we'll escape. Take everything with you, and don't forget the keys.
Good. Once evening mass...
Brother, you were somewhere you shouldn't have been.
Very well, brother.
Pay more attention. In a rush to pray?
What troubles you?
In a rush to pray.
In a rush to pray?
Slow down, brother.
In a rush to pray. Pay more
In a rush to
attention,
pray?
brother.
Servus. Praise be to God. For a moment there, I was worried you weren't coming. Give me that blood. This is the exact spot where you pushed... And here's where you dragged my lifeless body. Thank you for helping me out. Now we must...
Well, I can't just let you...
What are you on about? Did you really help me escape just to portray...
I'm truly sorry, but you were there at the Neuhof massacre.
Gregor, you can't be serious. I won't be taken anywhere. I'd...
Come here, lily liver.
This is one of the men who raised Neuhof. He should be able to tell you something useful. But I need to ask a favour. I need you to keep him out of sight so his accomplices don't know he's been caught.
Fine work. And I'll do as you say. I'll find a deep, dark hiding place where no one will hear me interrogate him. And while we're at it, I'll have your things brought here. Wait here a while.
Fuck off back to your mother's cunt. I'm done with you.
These cucumbers, they'll stay firm all winter. Buy a big...
Aren't you meant to be in the monastery? Monks got no clue about what happened to the vows.
Hey, you bastard! What are you doing creeping around here? We've had fucking...
Back up on.
Get it! Hát, ezt elkúrtad?
Elég! Hagyd abba, feladom!
Na bassza meg!
Mit keresel itt?
In a rush to pray?
Slow down, brother.
Mercy! Are you? Please don't kill me.
This looks like the place they were talking about.
Morning, sunshine. Hope we didn't wake you.
Kurva! Did you have to sneak up on me like thieves?
We are thieves. Besides, we had to make sure you weren't followed. Or trying to lead us into a trap. But enough of this chit-chat. Let's get down to business. We heard there was some trouble at the monastery. Question is, was it the right sort? Did you do that job we agreed?
Do you think I'd be sitting here if I didn't?
How should I know?
It's done.
You've got proof?
He had nothing on him. No coin, not a...
So you wrung his neck and found nothing on him?
I had nothing either. All the novices have to hand everything...
Right. So you don't even know if you wrung...
Just go there and ask around.
Or I'll walk straight into an... Kill the bastard! Who's there? I'm gonna enjoy this. Is that the best you can do?
Come here, lily liver!
That didn't work out very well. Fuck it. How do I find out where they're camped now? It looks like an ordinary die at first sight, but it's not. The numbers are wrong. Maybe they used it as a sign to identify themselves. But that still doesn't tell me how to find their encampment.
Bring it on.
Come here, Lily Liver! Ah! Ah! Is that the best you can... I'll slaughter you! Ah! Come here, Lily Liver! What's going on? Bring it!
What have we got here? Entertainment? Great. Is that all you got? Come on, then. You'll get one more. slaughter you! Here! Kurva! I'm going to enjoy it. You hit the knees, have you? Come on, then. What's the matter? Come on. Bollocks. Is that the best you can do? I'll slaughter you. Is that all you got? Calm down. Ah! You'll get one. I'm going to enjoy this. Is that the best you can do? Ah! Well now, look what's come crawling out from under some rock. You'll get one more. Come here, lily liver. What's going on there? Is someone there? Ah! Ah! Ugh! Ah!
God be with...
Have you noticed anything fishy going on around here lately?
You know, bad things happen all the time.
Exactly. Or more foot...
Not around here. But from what I've heard from the innkeeper of the...
Thank you. Is there any...
Nothing out of the... Take care now.
What do you want here?
God save, Monsignor. My name's...
Sir Hanish,
I'm to assist you in your search.
Oh, I see. How considerate of him. Well, you've come... I'm sure Sir Hanish told you what I'm doing.
He said you're looking for...
Exactly. I'm seeking out the sores that inflict the body of the church. The rash of Herod.
How can I help you then?
Excellent. Let's get right to the point. I know how to get to where the heretics congregate.
And what's stopping you from going there, sir?
That is to say, I know in theory. The crux of the matter is this. We caught a heretic in Gutenberg who told us of the heretics in Uschitz. Regrettably, by the time he got around to describing their meeting place...
I see. So do you know where they meet?
Possibly. His account was confused, to say the least.
Naturally, Father. Otherwise, Sir Hanish wouldn't...
I see. It's a good thing at least the servants of the nobility are getting a suitable education. Some of their... Here's the record of the interrogation. From what
I'll do my best, Father. Well, I'm not from Uschitz exactly.
That's good, because the last thing I need is one of the... And they don't trust me either. But you're an ordinary lad with a likable...
You flatter me, Monsignor. Are there any
Everyone is a suspect. You can be sure of that. But I'll know...
How did you...
We caught one in Gutenberg.
And that was all he told you?
By the end, all his strength had left him, so he couldn't even put together a...
I see.
I'm pleased to...
Who are...
Really? Then you've either not been paying attention in church, or the parish priest in Ratai is too... Both possibilities are equally disturbing, but I'll allow you the benefit. But to answer your question, it's a heretical sect.
I gathered that much, but what for...
Look, boy, I don't have time right now to embark on theological disputation.
Very well, I'll get work.
God be with you.
day, Henry.
Seems I found it. A cross, nicely carved. Someone in the village might recognize it.
I'm honored that a knight such as you take...
Father, I wonder if you could... I don't understand.
People said they saw you talking with a vicar. They're afraid that Sir...
Well, that is...
Jesus Christ, Hal, are you insane?
Sir Hannah sent me to find out what he wants, and to get him out of here if possible.
Well, then we share the same interest. But I'd still prefer it to end with...
You and me.
That's good to hear. Where did you find the...
Let's do a deal. I'll tell you where I found it, and you tell me who's it.
Very well.
I found it in the woods. It looked like people met there. There were other things, candles...
Damn it. That really does...
That the vicar is right to be looking here. It surprised me, too.
The cross is definitely the Bowers, I remember that. But that just can't be. I can't believe it.
What do you want to do?
I don't know. But I'll do anything in my power to prevent a...
I see.
My thoughts exactly. But the question still remains what to do about it. You know what, boy? Before we do anything else, we ought to make sure what...
What do you propose?
That's simple. Listen to how they say their prayers.
But how can I...
Certainly not. In the church, they'd pray the usual way. But at home, it's a... I know they meet at the farm in the evening with all the domestics. They'll surely be...
All right. But how can I listen?
I don't know. Crouch beneath the window? Climb up in the loft? That way you'll be sure...
Right, I'll get... Father, I wouldn't have...
With a stick. I practiced with... Good luck to you.
Hey, what the? Come here, Ross, before I put that on.
Looking for something around here?
Ah, I could try listening from here.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Bless us, O Lord, and these thy gifts which we are bound to receive from thy bounty. Through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen. They took old Wenzel to the presbytery today. His farm is nearby. It's only a matter of time before...
Before they come for me. I know.
And what are we going to do about it? That vicar is baying for blood, the beast. He will devour you alive.
I do not intend to do anything about it. I shall not waver from my faith, nor turn my back on it.
My dear, what on earth are you saying?
If they come for me, I will go quietly. And I will not lie.
Are you serious? Don't you know what they'll do to you?
I can well imagine. But I am resolved.
The Lord have mercy.
Do not fear. I surrender to God's will. And I do not condemn you if you decide to leave.
I'll stay by your side, although I'd rather that you decided otherwise.
I know. And you have no fear, my brothers in Christ. Stay true to God's plan, as I shall. Go and spread the true faith amongst all good folk.
I'm sorry. I wish there was another way.
You should eat your supper and depart right away. Who knows? You may come for us at dawn.
Mistress Bow.
What is it you need?
I've come to ask something of...
Have you?
That doesn't matter. The important...
I admit that I'm a little confused. You've come to ask me something, but at the same...
I want to ask you not to confess to the vicar. Just take your husband and get out.
I have no idea why you're so taken with my fate, or how you found out about my intentions, but I'll tell you one thing. Changing my mind is...
Believe me.
Then you must understand why I can't...
I do. But I also know that if I died that day, I would have achieved nothing by it, whereas...
And what are you living for?
Maybe. What of it? The important thing is that I'm alive, and I still have a... You can convert more people to your creed, instead of being scoffed at as they drag you to the pyre.
You may be right, but I can't lie. It's against all my...
You won't have to lie if you're never asked any questions. Just leave. You can preach elsewhere. I'm sure you have lots of friends who'd love to take you in.
But I don't want to run.
No one wants to run away, but sometimes we have no choice. If you run, your faith will live on. That must mean something.
You're right. I shouldn't give in so easily. I've just grown so
You should pack up and run away as soon as you can.
Thank you.
Don't delay.
Goodbye.
I want your money! You call that combat? You'll get what for. Fuck, what's this? Come on. Is that... Here! Is that the best you can do? Come on. Come here. You're dead. You'll get what for. I'll slaughter you. I'm going to enjoy this. Damn. Is that the best you can do? Bring it on. Bring it on.
Ow.
Come here, lily liver.
Yeah.
Damn! What's the matter? Come on. Shit! I'll chop you to pieces, you... Got weak at the knees, have you? Fucking hell! You'll get what for. Bring it on.
Ow.
You call that combat? Fucking dog. Is that all you got? I'll slaughter you. Got weak at the knees. Is that the best you can do? Damn! going to enjoy it. I'll slay you, you scum. You call that combat? Gone weak at the knees, have you? What's the matter? Come on. Had enough. Is that the best you can do? Not a good move. Curse it! I'm going to enjoy this. Way up! Is that the best you can do? We'll need it. I'll slaughter you. You call that combat? Damn!
I hope I can be of help. God be with you.
I'm honored that... Farewell.
My respect.
I found them.
Pardon me?
I found the heretics.
Really? And
The Bauer family and their entire household.
well, I expect you to give me some evidence. In the
I found that place the captive heretic talked about, and I found a It took a bit of asking around, but I learned it belonged to the Bauers. And then all I had to do was go there and do a little spying.
What?
Nothing at all. The farm was deserted.
Ha! They fled.
What will you do, Mon?
It's not the first time the devil's spawn has fled from me. I'll do the same. Don't worry. They won't get far. Take care now.
Good day, Henry.
Greetings.
It's all sorted out, sir.
Excellent. Some good... I've heard some pretty wild rumors from Uzhitz.
Maybe this will surprise you, sir, but there really were heretics in Uzhitz.
Are you telling me the vicar didn't come to stick his nose?
I don't know about that, but he definitely suspected there were heretics hereabouts, and he was right.
Christ. A man doesn't expect that sort of...
No, they ran away. The vicar's investigation wasn't exactly low-key.
Well, that's at least something.
He's probably hot on their heels.
Well, I hope he doesn't come. Anyway, Henry, thanks for dealing with that vicar. You pulled a thorn from my side.
Thank you, sir.
See you later.
Greetings, good...
God save...
Have you noticed anything fishy going on around here lately?
Would you believe I did hear something? Just the day before yesterday, there was one mill hand here. Once he was in his cups, he started blathering on about how he...
And do you know where I could find this mill hand?
Oh boy, you'll need your luck for that one. As far as I know, he took the car to Kuttenberg. But before he came here, he got kicked out of the Sassow Tavern. The one over the bridge, near the monastery.
Do you know if there's anyone around?
Could be. Go see Armand, the executioner. As long as you got the stomach. Take care now. Ah!
Good health to you. Take care now. May the Lord watch over you.
Cucumbers, lovely cucumbers, asparagus. Watch where you're going. You nearly killed me.
What's going on?
They shot on me. That's...
What?
All of them.
Wait. Tell me.
They caught Peter of Dauba, George Weiss, and a fellow named Harold that everyone calls They're scum who've been hunted for months. Now they've finally been caught, there's a big execution being prepared.
Well, that's a good thing for you.
It would be, if I was
Isn't it the custom for you to do all the execution?
It is. You're not being replaced, they said. This is just a
They really...
My words
So who's doing the job?
They invited Executioner Heinz all the way from Kuttenberg. They say it's Have I ever fucked up an execution? I always behead them in one blow. And when his lordship wants to drag out a hanging, I leave them kicking for minutes. And they push me aside like that, after all these years of...
What can we do about it?
Nothing. His lord...
Nothing?
Well...
You have the right to executions in Rattay, don't you?
I'm most certain...
Then you're in the right. Don't tell me you can't think what to do about it.
The trouble is, they already paid the executioner. We can't stop the executions. Unless Hines drops dead on.
Maybe...
Hal, I'm an honor...
I was just...
A bloody stupid... The best thing would be if he fucked up the execution. The famous Kuttenberg executioner can't handle the job.
Great, so how do we go about it?
The problem is, I don't know what the sentences will be. They'll only announce...
Would the bailiff know more?
Maybe. But most likely only Heinz will know the sentence. I've got an idea.
Of course.
Great. Thank you, Henry.
So where should I start?
Find out from the bailiff what their crimes are, and then have a look in the black... It goes back before my time. You're bound to find records. You need to find people who committed the same crimes, and came from the same sort of background. Then come back to me, and we'll work out what...
I'll get moving.
And Henry... They want to do the executions on my gibbet at Gallows Hill. I can hold them up for a while, but probably no more than a...
I'll bear that in mind.
A lot of...
I'm reduced to this.
Come get 'em. Asparagus that'll cut you in half, and cucumbers that'll cure what ails you.
Hey! What is it? Who are you? What's up? Do you need some help? Good God, you look terrible.
Master Bailiff, there's something I need to ask you. Have you heard of...
What do you mean?
I've heard rumors there's a band of brigands around.
I see. Well, I do hear from local folk, but you'd best ask the bailiff and...
Suspiciously busy?
I hear they lost 4 sheep in 2 days, and some out-of-the-way houses were broken into.
I hear there's going to...
There certainly is. It'll be a glorious event.
Who's for the chop?
The biggest outlaws and Peter of Dauba. George...
What did they do?
What didn't they do, more like? They...
Who's this Pete?
A noble who lost his fortune. He's been holding up...
That's all?
At first. But then his gang started...
What can you tell me?
They call him Frost because he's old. I've seen plenty.
Why?
They say when they caught...
Christ. What about Weiss?
No one actually knows where he came.
Thanks, Bailiff.
Good luck, then.
God save you, Henry.
Carrots that'll make you and your family happy.
Ah!
That'll make you.
I need your advice.
Did you find out what they did?
Yes.
So tell me what you found out. Just bear in mind, I can help you work it out, but every executioner has...
Peter of Dorba has many murders on it.